The next speaker coming up is going to talk about the power of ESG, empowering local communities. Everyone, let's please put our hands together. We have Shri Sanjay Rakesh ji, MD and CEO, CSE SPV, a special purpose vehicle under the Ministry of Electronics and Information. He brings around 30 years of experience in serving the government in various capacities. He already sat down, like, you complete the intro and then I'm going to join in. He is a 1990 batch IS officer. So thank you so much for joining in. Everyone, let's please put our hands together one more time from Shri Sanjay Rakesh. Sir, stage is going to be all yours.
Thank you. Good morning to everyone. Today it's really my pleasure, and I thank Mr. Vikram Abral and others for inviting me and giving me the opportunity to share with you my two pieces on ESG and CSC's role in ESG with all of you. So I'm again grateful for this opportunity. With the two kids explaining very beautifully what they expect us to do, it's really our responsibility to see that world of tomorrow is more habitable, better to live in for everybody, more equitable, more aspirational than what we are today. And ESG is the one, I think, which will play a pivotal role in the years to come. So it's the right time that as we grow on the international arena, world arena, we also become more oriented towards ESG compliances and ESG orientation to our enterprises. As we move forward, the way we thinking, the powerful business organizations are the ones which drives our lives. Yes, governments are there, but with the way we have seen, the government's role are diminishing, enterprises and companies' role are expanding, and they have the influence on the government disproportionate to probably their population or the people they influence, but the economic might is huge. And it's imperative that as they grow, they don't grow at the cost of others. They don't grow at the cost of the society. They don't grow at the cost of stakeholders other than the shareholders and the employee. So ESG framework, basically, as I understand in my limited perspective, says that enterprise growth is good, but enterprise growth is good and sustainable only when it leads to the growth of all stakeholders and the society at large. So as the enterprises grow, businesses grow, profit grows, the society should feel happy. They should be a part of that growth and enjoy the benefits. Only then that enterprise is really socially and economically, commercially useful and viable, and society should support. Basically, in short, ROI to the society should be positive. And if that's with the expansion of knowledge, awareness, causal relationship that we have, we should strive, and that's the way forward which I feel. And coming back to CSC, morning I was really surprised that we have a large number of persons here who have been the part of the journey of the CSC from the day it was conceptualized. And so they know more about the CSC journey than I know. But as I understand, CSC was thought of as an enterprise which will promote ESG. Because it was, when it was conceived, it was given something very unusual. It was said, you work as a commercial enterprise, so you work for your shareholder and earn profit. You do business of delivering government services to the citizen. And that cost of that delivery should be affordable. Now that was, till that time, even now it's a little contrarian, that government service delivery becomes a profitable is something which was not thought of. But 15 years down the journey, in CSC, I can say proudly that we have done it. Today, we have a footprint across the country. We have about 5.7 lakh touch points across the country which are active. They all deliver government services in the villages everywhere, and they are viable. They are viable, they are earning their resources, and they are also employing few peoples. Not very large numbers, but 2, 3, 4, 10, 20, but they are employing. They work in their own environment. And if you meet them, you would be amazed. I have met many of them. And whoever partner comes to us, we tell him, you meet this VLE. He goes back, and when he comes back, he is a converted man. So when we meet our VLE, we call it village level entrepreneur, many know the CSC centers, and you don't find him a typical businessman. You don't find him a boring talking about the money. He doesn't earn much. There would be only few thousands who earn more than 1 lakh after adjusting for his expenses. But they're always very happy, cheerful, dynamic. And I failed to understand initially, but when I understand, then I understood that this cheerful dynamism comes because they are contributing to the society. Whatever they do, they gain a self-respect out of that, they get their society's respect out of that, and that makes them more proud, more happy than the sheer money that comes. Few examples. I think, how much time? 10 minutes? Okay. So few examples I saw, and that makes me believe that yes, they are contributing to society while earning their own interest. A person just outside the Gurgaon town, I had once met him. I asked him, how are things going? He said, साहब, रात के 12 बजे भी दुकान खोल के पैसे देने पड़ते हैं. I said कि क्या हो गया? He said कि सर बाहर में हॉस्पिटल है, कई बार फ़ोन आ जाते हैं कि साहब अभी पैसे चाहिए, कहाँ मिलेगा, सारा बैंक बंद है, कुछ भी नहीं है, क्या करूँ? And what do I do, sir? I open my shop, ask him to come and pay him the money. How does he pay? We have a system called DigiPay, where anybody with his Aadhaar number and thumb is good enough to get the money from us. So people come to him, he opens his shop at mid of the night, and he's not unhappy about that. He's happy and telling me the story, साहब क्या करें, करना पड़ता है. So that's the kind of value that he adds to the society. Other example I will say you. One Mr. Oberoi from Yamunanagar, I met him. When I asked him, he's a retired man. He retired from Haryana Industrial Development Corporation. So then he has started his CSC center and has 5 girls and a small strip, I think 5 feet by 15 feet just in front of his house. So I said, how did you start after retirement? He said, Saab, when I retired, I just was searching for something to do. Somebody told me CSC kholo. When I brought this idea with my wife, she has scolded me. You don't know computer, tum CSC kaise chalaoge koi kaam? But sir, I went along, I heard, and she is my wife and she is my daughter. They both are here. I am employing 5 girls. And sir, today I am much happier and much better known in my whole area than I was in 30 years of my job. Sir, I don't get pleasure by what money I give. I get pleasure when people give me the ashirwad and good wishes when I get their job done. So that's the kind of satisfaction that derives, and that's what we strive for. As a CSC, we encourage these aspects of societal well-being that should come along with the earning. And we are in search of innovation. We have a touch points which is available in every nook and corner of the society. The person is a local. He knows the IT systems. He knows computers. And slowly he is emerging as an influencer in the society. Now it's for us that we are how to exploit this for betterment of the society. And we are getting the traction on that. In fact, few days back, about 15, 30 days back, a team of our VLE came from Rajasthan. So we were discussing how CSC is going, how it's good or not good. Then he said, कि साहब, why don't you help us in one thing? गांव में ना सब लोग मोबाइल यूज करके फेंक देते हैं, चार्जर फेंक देते हैं, तो इलेक्ट्रॉनिक वेस्ट बहुत पड़ा रहता है सर. आप सिर्फ कलेक्ट करने की व्यवस्था कर दो, तो वी विल अरेंज टू collate the things. So this gave us the idea that yes, we can do that with our network and all. We have now talked to a electronic waste collection company with the help of the ministry, and we are hopefully trying to work towards collecting the electronic waste from diverse villages to a central location for processing, and we hope that adds to the ESG quotient for the company. So the work in progress that we do. Other example is just day before yesterday. As you can see, I have a sore throat. So I went to meet a ENT specialist before yesterday night. So he saw this, and after that he asked me, what kya karte hain? So I just explained. He said, sir, I am looking for something like your, because he runs a group of doctors with a society which treats the deaf and dumb children. And his take is that if deafness and dumbness can be treated prior to 5 years, 70 to 80% are curable. But post that, it becomes incurable. So he said, if we can identify early, we can treat them. And they had the problem to how to reach out everywhere. I said, we can help you in that. My team is there, my people are there, they can immediately tell you even in hospital, but you will have to pay something, because he doesn't do anything without money. He said, 50-100 rupees pay karna, I have no issue. You just tell us. Now I have put my officer on the job. We are trying to work out a mechanism. We will start a pilot. Early identification of speech or hearing disability in the children, either in the hospital or immediately after the birth. If this arrangement comes forward and becomes successful, certainly we will try to help our little bit of improving the life of those children and the society as a whole. So this kind of things is what CSC try to do it. And not only this, we are also trying to work in the partnership with the others, because we know we are small. The world is big, country is a big. More such people comes with us, the better it is. So, and we work with lots of partners, because apart from delivering the government services, which I have not told, the sustainability comes not from government services, it comes from business services, B2C services. We have lots of banks, insurance agency, education agency. We work as a partner. So we discussed with them and thought, why not use the CSR fund for doing some good work. So many companies have come with us, joined hands with us. We have opened a digital village concept in thousands of villages where we are giving education. We have the open gyms. We are teaching on digital literacy, cyber literacy. But in course of that, when we were discussing with one big organization on cyber security training, India's CEO, we were discussing, he said, can you do one thing? I'm an IT company, and many of my officers are well paid, well educated and wealthy, but they want to connect with their village. But they have left and they have no way to connect. I said, yes, we have a VLE in almost every village. So if he wants to do something on give back to the society, I would be happy to link them together so that he gets back to his roots, and my VLE will facilitate and influence. Now we are working with him to work a scheme where anybody who wants to give back to his village, want to do something good, something social from his, CSC will facilitate the process with full use of technology, transparency, and his active involvement to the extent possible. And to see that something better or good is done to his village, which he also feels happy, and people in the area also feel that he is a son of soil who has gone, earned money and name, and now he's coming back to giving us. So this, in short, is the kind of the journey that CSC is involved in it. We are doing a business, but we are doing a business with a purpose to improve the living standards of the society, improve the ease of living, especially in the rural area. And we hope that with the support of everybody, all of you, the society, we will continue to do it, and we will continue to do it in a better fashion. There is a huge potential, huge gap to be covered, and we are just trying to do our little bit. I hope as the journey gathers momentum, more people joins, more initiatives are taken, not through CSC always, through any way. Society tomorrow would be better than what it is today, and we will be able to answer our children that we left the society better than what we inherited. Thank you.